Part 8 of Motivate Yourself to Succeed. Progress. Hey, how's it going? Are you close? Here's a quote for you. Without continual growth and progress, such words as improvement or achievement and success, they have no meaning. Without continual growth and progress, such words as improvement, achievement, and success, they have no meaning. So by now, you should be getting excited about sharing your vision or your dream goal. Your hard work is paying off, and you've generated some real interest in your personal or business plan or product or maybe some income. Have you made money yet? Your supporters are eager to understand what you've been working on and what's driving you and results, whether you'll succeed. While observation is a great technique for monitoring what's working and what's not during your dedicated journey, analyzing your progress to see how close you are to reaching that goal is also a critical step in the process. You see, it's at this juncture that we want to look back from the time you started your journey to where you are currently. How do things look? Are you ready to break out of your cave and showcase what you've been focused on and working on? Over the years, I developed a really strong work ethic and mental fortitude that has served me well, no matter what I'm working on. I use the values I have acquired to bolster my trust in myself, and I can honestly say that I believe that I can succeed at almost anything that I set my mind to. Everything that I do is with the intention that I will succeed and I will be first rate. If you are launching, let's say, a new product, for example, have you tested the market, created promotional material, rehearsed your announcement, compiled testimonials, conducted trial runs, touted the benefits of your product to others, linked into all the social media venues and other internet areas? Are you getting things done? If the answer is yes, then what is your expected outcome? What are your next steps? We're here to check progress, right? Do you have systems in place to support what you're about to unleash? What does your life/business plan indicate that you need at this juncture? Are those things in place? By making a thorough and calculated assessment, you can see how things are truly shaping up. Now, are you a perfectionist? Like me? I'm kidding. To some degree, that's not a bad thing. It says that you have a tremendous eye for detail. The trouble is when perfectionism turns analysis into paralysis and you don't get out of your own way. You're never finished. You labor over one thing, which prevents you from moving on to other steps that may require your full attention. Put limits on what you work on, whether it's time or progress. You can always say to yourself, you know what? This is fine for now. Let's just get out there and get some feedback at this point. Then use the information to determine where you go from here, such as make more product, for example, or improve the one you have. Sometimes we can get too close to something and it clouds our objectivity. That's when we need to step back and get some perspective, either by ourselves, looking at it, or from others. And what do they say? What do they see? Sometimes we could be too close to the trees. We can't see the forest. And so we got to step back. Or let someone else be our eyes. Do you have your product or idea protected prior to launching it into a marketplace, such as trademarks, optional, but perhaps, needed, any patents, copyrights, or the purchase of a domain name? If you have an idea or book title or anything that you want to do, protect yourself. At least buy a domain name, the .com for whatever it is that you're doing, booktitle.com. And do so at reallycheapnames.com. That's where I register my domain names, at reallycheapnames.com. You can too. They're like $10, 99 cents a year per domain name. That's cheap insurance when it comes to protecting your idea. For example, I have a book called fantasyboyfriend.com and another one called lawsofthebedroom.com. Actually, I just rattled off the .com. because that's what I'm going to talk about. Those titles, Fantasy Boyfriend, Laws of the Bedroom, those book title ideas would make for great movies. Well, because I own the .com, go ahead, Hollywood. Go ahead and make those movies and drive traffic to my websites, which point to my books. So what a great way to protect your idea by getting the domain name, in the form of a .com for whatever it is that you have going for yourself. And you can register it wherever you already register your domain names. Register.com, GoDaddy.com, Namecheap.com. I register my domain names at reallycheapnames.com, and you can too. Now, since you've been on your quest, have you recorded or documented what you've learned? You might have a treasure trove of tips, mistakes to avoid, and do's and don'ts other people could benefit from. Why not write a how-to book or ebook about what you've learned, or a series of articles, or create a blog or a vlog, on YouTube to share your experiences? Many people don't even know where to begin when it comes to a startup or pursuing personal goals. You've been there, you've done it, you did it. Self-help books are a multi-million-dollar business. Share what you know and what you've learned. If you don't think that you're a good writer, let's say, hire one. You've already done the hard work of acquiring the knowledge and the expertise that sells. Or come up with 21 or more questions about what it is that you know or do, and then answer them. Your answers can and will make up the content for a book. Record yourself answering the questions at length. The transcription is also a book or content for your book. Books can be written in so many ways. And the reason why I suggest a book, and maybe not now is the time to think about it, but maybe now is, because you've come so far. That book, once published, is going to get you interviewed. And once you're interviewed, you're going to be exposed to a lot of people. And that's going to help your progress in moving whatever it is that you're doing along quite well and quite fast. You could get interviewed 10 times in a month and reach upwards of 3,000, 30,000, 300,000 people in 30 days. That's pretty cool. Think about it. Shows don't interview people who just have an idea. They quickly interview people with books. So take your knowledge, write a book, get interviewed, get exposure, and progress along. Also, it could be counterproductive to overbuild and delay launching an idea or product. Many people or businesses, fail because they didn't get off the ground soon enough. When you think you are ready, release what you have and see how your customers respond to it. And then build a little more if the marketing screams, we want it, we want more. Slow and steady wins the race, but still, you got to jump in the race when it's time. Also, most of what you will learn will be the result of goal setting, practice, experience, and applying a winner's attitude. There also needs to be some strategy to what, how, and when. So review your goals in incremental and measurable steps. If you are competing in a marketplace with, let's say, a new product, do a little research. Check out the competition, spy on them, and ask for authentic feedback regarding your plan or product or idea or vision. Everything helps at this point. How's it going? Are you close? Progress. Let's get some outsiders to look inward and see what they have to say. Also, like it or not, your product, idea, or service accounts for only 20% of your business success, while 80% represents the marketing and selling. You need to become an expert at both. Secondly, pay attention to what your prospective clients want and need. What are their hopes, desires, fears, and issues? Thirdly, learn how to communicate effectively with those clients and customers by anticipating their expectations. Only when your sales and marketing are on the same page will you create a revolving door of customers that return for more of what you have to offer. Now, when is the best time to start networking with others, reaching out to other people? How about right now? Don't wait to network, especially at this juncture. We're talking about progress. How's it going? Are we close? Seize every opportunity to make yourself known and recognizable, whether you are launching a new product for your book or, what are you doing? It's time to kind of slowly put that first foot out there and start talking to potential customers, industry associates, the public. Start warming up the playing field by reaching out to people that can help you spread the word. Also, no marketing? No problem. So you think. You're convinced that your new product or idea or service is brilliant, and maybe the data tells you that you have a winner on your hands. Well, you surface from your cave, where you've been dedicated for months, years perhaps, to its development. You've convinced yourself that your product will be a huge success. At least that's what you think. Well, think again. You must have an effective marketing plan in place or ready to be in place so you can make those marketing and product sale dreams come true. It's your plan of action to ensure that your product hits the right market and sells in a flash. Define your goals, spy on your competition, target your market, create a strategy, acquire other resources as needed, make it easy to buy, and aim to know and understand your customer so you can retain them and acquire more. No marketing plan, good luck. Marketing is everything. There's an old saying, you can have an inferior product to others, but if you outmarket the better products, you're going to make more money. So marketing is almost everything. Now, no matter where you are on your journey, I want you to give yourself credit for going the distance and making it this far. We also need to be able to validate, support, and help ourselves. Give yourself a well-deserved pat on the back. You deserve it. Most of us have techniques we will rely on to lift our spirits from time to time. In small ways, I depend on positive affirmations to reinforce and influence my thinking at this point in time. If you can believe without proof in the power of positive affirmations, that they really can work for you, then you're set. The key is to recite these affirmations frequently and replace any negativity with positivity. Because at this juncture, we're checking your progress, right? How you doing? Are you close? You've come a long way. This is the time when you might be tired. Oh man, I can't wait to get out there. I'm ready. My progress, I'm ready. Been in the cave too long. Well, now's when we really got to dig into the positivity and be positive to lift ourselves up and get out there. I overheard someone say once that life can be like a roller coaster. So true. Life is a journey. Life happens. Life changes. The point is, life is all about choices. Even not making a choice is a choice. So ask yourself at this point, this juncture, what direction have I chosen for my life, what I'm doing? Am I on the right course? How do I know that the best choices I've made for me when life seems so easy or busy or demanding or hard? I need to make sure I wake up first and foremost, and I need to be present in my own life. I need to know my values, define my goals, be mindful, envision the outcome of the decisions that I make. I need to get help or feedback, and just as important, I need to see life as an opportunity. And it's so true. At the juncture of checking your progress, how's it going? Are you close? We just need to evaluate some of the decisions that we've made that got us here. Life decisions, all kinds of things. Well, exercise 8.1. In a few sentences or so, jot down what comes to mind at this point. How has this book, Motivate Yourself to Succeed, been progressing for you personally? Write down or just think in your mind something totally inspiring that makes you just want to jump after your dream or your vision or your goal with extreme confidence because something came to you. I said something. The book said something. And it just resonated. And you were like, you know what? Bart's right. Fill in the blank. In a few sentences or so, jot down what comes to mind at this point. How has this book been progressing for you personally? Write down or just think to yourself something totally inspiring that makes you just want to jump after a dream or your goal or your vision. Go for it all. And with extreme confidence. Think about that for a moment. Write it down if you want, or just think about it and remember it. Because now it's time to cross that finish line with step number 9, victory. Because I just want to say congratulations, you did it. Come on, let's check out that step in Motivate Yourself to Succeed right now. You've come a long way since assessing your situation, visualizing what you want, planning your success, working your customized plan towards your goal, overcoming obstacles and naysayers, observing what's working and what's not, persisting, you're almost there, checking your progress, and yes, now it's time for victory. It's time to cross that finish line. Come on, let's cross that line together right now.